Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So before we get started, make sure to hit that like button and also subscribe to my channel. In this video, we will talk about, is it a good time to buy Bitcoin now? So make sure to watch the full video. Cryptocurrency is a volatile asset class that experiences a lot of ups and downs. People often get the idea that they should try to time their investments by purchasing within specific windows to get the best possible price. However, because cryptocurrency is traded 24 hours a day by investors around the world, timing a cryptocurrency buy is never cut and dried. If you want to invest in crypto, your best bet is to practice dollar cost averaging, or buying a little bit at a time over an extended period. Even if you invest at intervals that turn out to be not all that low, you will catch others that are very low, and things may average out. There are ebbs and flows to the crypto market that vary wildly depending on the specific cryptocurrency you're buying. Tokens may trade with yet another pattern. For someone intent on timing a crypto purchase, it will pay to really analyze the history of specific investment types. Bitcoin traded in a range around $20,000 in September and into October, 20% off its mid-August high and just 12% off its mid-June lows. The current price of BTC is $19,520. This steady trading is a departure from the decline in other risk assets. The tech-heavy Nasdaq is down 5.86% over the past month, as of 18 October, with the S&P 500 close behind at 4.24%. The generic risk asset rout began at the end of 2021. Central banks are largely to blame as they raise interest rates to reduce demand in overheating economies following the pandemic stimulus. 26 August 2022 saw Chair Jerome Powell reaffirm the Fed's hawkish stance at Jackson Hole, a move that came alongside a new bout of ECB hawkishness. Then came another 75 bp hike in interest rates at the September FOMC meeting. Yet perhaps surprisingly for the traditionally volatile asset, BTC held the line around $20,000 and has moved mostly sideways since, prompting some to call a bottom to the beleaguered coin. Our view remains that the Fed will need to hike considerably beyond market expectations. We also see a strong upside risk for ECB hikes. These two aspects together should sustain the risk-off momentum in the near term. For Bitcoin, meanwhile, if the price drops further below current levels, we could see it reaching $16,000 or even $8,250. Amid recession risks in the US and most of the West, plus an energy crisis in Europe, things are not looking great for Bitcoin. Should you buy BTC now? The quick answer is probably not. The macro backdrop for Bitcoin is bearish. We analyze various on-chain/flow metrics for Bitcoin, which are bullish. So overall, we are neutral to slightly bearish. Therefore, if you have a 2 to 4 week horizon, now may not be the best time to buy Bitcoin. Best time of the week to buy cryptocurrency. Based on the same data used to determine the best time of day to buy crypto, the best day of the week to buy crypto seems to be Tuesday, followed closely by Thursday and Saturday. However, the 2022 crypto winter has been causing steep and random drops in prices that don't seem to be connected to much other than fears of the market dropping even further. So there are plenty of deviations from this pattern. Best time of the month to buy cryptocurrency. With crypto, everything is constantly changing, which is a problem if you're trying to time purchases. For the moment, however, the best time of the month to buy is typically near the end of the month. Values tend to rise in the first 10 days, followed by a price collapse, probably because people are selling after increases during the second half of the month. Again, this may vary with some cryptos or smaller altcoins. Based on the coins with the highest capitalization rates, however, the trend seems to be fairly consistent. Why has the BTC price dropped? Crypto markets almost looked like they had partial immunity from the tech sell-off and growing risk aversion. But recent price action has put paid to that notion. The relative stability of Bitcoin between mid-January and mid-April, when it choppily trended up with higher highs and higher lows, was simply the calm before the storm. Bitcoin is down 70% since its November high of $67,734, Below is a BTC price chart showing the current Bitcoin price, and there is likely more to come. The crux of the matter is that U.S. interest rates are rising. Years of low interest rates since the global financial crisis in 2008 have seen markets reach extreme valuations. Who cares if tech companies are loss-making if the companies can borrow easily? And if companies cannot borrow money, they can attract capital from investors, who themselves have likely borrowed money. Crypto markets have not been immune to the support from cheap leverage in the fiat markets. After all, crypto offers the tech dream of scalability and regulatory arbitrage. And if there was any doubt that crypto was not benefiting from low interest rates, then the recent declines in crypto as U.S. rates have risen should remove it. Furthermore, the correlation of Bitcoin to Nasdaq started to increase sharply just as U.S. interest rates started to rise. This is a common occurrence throughout history. When the liquidity tap turns off, usually by central banks raising rates, the correlation between diverse assets shoots up. This time appears no different. Bitcoin and crypto price trackers. Crypto markets initially rallied this week after the ISM Manufacturing Purchasing Managers Index, PMI, fell to 50.9 in September, the lowest level since May 2020, against an expected 52.2. Bitcoin opened the week around $19,000 before hitting intraday highs of around $20,400 yesterday. It is currently trading at around $19,500 after the release of higher-than-expected NFP data for September, plus 263K. The downside surprise to the ISM PMI is an early sign that Federal Reserve, Fed, tightening is beginning to impact the economy and slow growth. This has contributed to the Fed pivot narrative. The rationale is that the lower-than-expected ISM PMI increased the chance of the Fed pumping the brakes, which would be bullish for risk assets. However, Fed speakers remained hawkish last week. We still expect another 75 BP hike in November. Lastly, caution should be exercised around the recent risk rally as equity markets are likely influenced by large month and quarter-end flows. We continue to have a bearish bias on risk. Today, non-farm payrolls, NFP, for September came in at plus 263 KVs, plus 255 estimated. We previously noted that any surprises could rile markets, and unemployment fell to 3.5%. This directly counters the Fed pivot narrative and provides little hope that the Fed will dampen the pace of rate hikes. Crypto markets have reacted accordingly. Bitcoin was trading at around $20,000 in the moments before the NFP release and has dropped to around $19,500 in the minutes after. What is the best move with crypto? Timing a cryptocurrency buy can be difficult if not treacherous, since there are so many elements that go into the price of a coin. Although there are fewer personality-based drivers, such as sex scandals involving CEOs of major companies, for example, there are more lemming-like sell-offs. People have only so much tolerance for risk, and the fear of missing out on selling a crypto holding for a short-term profit is a tempting siren song. With crypto, as with any kind of investment, your best bet will always be to hold on for the longer term and buy a little bit at a time. Your highest returns will come from this strategy, even though it's not particularly sexy and doesn't provide any of that Vegas-like thrill for investors hoping for a quick winner. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. Also, subscribe to our channel before you go. Thank you for watching.